Yes, there were looters in downtown LA last night, and no, they're not the protesters. Let's talk about the anatomy of a protest because I feel like a lot of people don't understand how protests work. I've been involved in protests as a participant when I was in high school and college, and I've been an observer my whole life. They're basically all the same, okay? First of all, you have organizations like Unión del Barrio that are organizing demonstrations. They're very strategic, and they emphasize non-violence, okay? They do this by, having a schedule, having a route, having signs, and having volunteers, people that are going around the protest areas and making sure that nobody's starting shit, because there's always provocateurs hiding in the protest. They're undercover police, undercover FBI, and they're in there, guys, all the time. People that know how to run protests will spot them because they're there to instigate shit. Two, there's always small groups that take advantage of it, that they're not really a part of the protest. They don't really join with the peaceful guys. They're the ones that kind of go vandalize the Waymos, tag up walls, kind of go rogue, okay? There's a small group. It's always like a dozen of them, and they're the ones that make 10,000 people look bad, okay? Those are the ones you're complaining about. So when you're out there, they're like, oh, you're hurting Raza, this is not the way to do it. It's a small group of guys, people. So don't blame the whole movement. Secondly, it's never the protesters that start things, okay? They're peaceful, they're nonviolent. It's always the police when they want to clear a lane, like here in downtown LA, so that the ICE trucks and vans can go in and out of the federal building. They start pushing protesters back. And once they get the order, they fire away. They're trigger happy, okay? They start firing indiscriminately, point blank, like the beanbags and the pellet guns and all that stuff. They're supposed to shoot that stuff at the ground, but they'll be shooting it straight at people's heads. They'll even attack press. They'll even arrest press, okay? Because the police are using militarized, banned weapons like tear gas. It's banned. The UN does not allow the military to use it, so why do the police use it on our people? It's an irritant. It's really bad for your skin. It sticks with you. It's really bad for your health. It lasts a long time, too. They say they're less than lethal, but they're not non-lethal, okay? And that's a big difference, and I need a lot of these influencers who are advocating for this to know the difference. Then chaos breaks out, right? Then you got people that are fighting back. They're building barriers. They're trying to defend themselves. They're throwing shit back at the police. That's when the police have successfully started what the news wants to see, right? Like the chaos, the protesters are violent and all that stuff. The police always start this. The last group, like I said, the looters, they have nothing to do with the protests. They come in while shit's going down and want to take advantage of the situation and break in and steal shit, okay? And the nation wants to take those looters and associate them with protesters. So that's the case. That's the anatomy of how protests work, okay? Don't confuse looters with protesters. They're never the same. Never. And for a clear example of all of this, look at the previous video we just posted from my colleague, Lexus Olivia Ray, who was on the ground that night. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. He shows it really well with actual evidence. So enjoy. And if you appreciate this, don't forget to follow and support LA Taco.